Hey John, hope you're doing fantastic. It was great chatting with you today. House is looking awesome. Chris has done a great job. Just wanted to kind of give you a little fresh video. You're going to see tape on the house. He's already done a bunch, but you'll see little pieces of blue tape on the inside and the outside. I won't walk around the whole outside, but we did find some things on the outside as well. But there's some tape up there. You can see in the blue tape and all. All right. So things we found are mostly cosmetic. They painted over some chunks on the concrete that we need to get fixed. You'll see some little chunks taken out, but they'll repair all that, restain it and everything. It'll look good. You can see a little piece of tape there. And like I said, most of this is just all cosmetic. None of it's real crazy. Although there was a couple of things that we found where Chris is going to have the electricians look at. And one of them was that receptacle that we found, the 50 amp that I found upside down. But for the most part, it's just... Oh, light here. Let me turn the light on. Sorry, I'm missing the light. There we go. Most of it is just the cosmetics, paint touch-ups, little sheetrock touch-ups everywhere. Okay. So no big deal. Okay. Chris has already really gone through the house. I did some selective touching, feeling, smelling, tasting today to make sure I was comfortable with everything. Okay. But he does what he calls a green check on the house, and that's where he goes through the entire house himself. Little things like all that caulking and stuff, all that's nice and clean down there. I mean, the paint, they'll still have the cleaners have still got to come in one more time and really clean the place up and stuff. So the house is cleaned multiple times throughout the process. Okay. So it still needs another one. So the blue tape there. Again, this house is in pretty good shape. The reason we got blue tape here on this switch is because there's a three-way not working that operates that light. Okay. And Chris is thinking that they just put it in a single pole and not set it up for a three-way, because the other switch over there is for the light out here as well. Okay. So again, these are the things you find. That's why you walk the house, right? Okay. And it'll give you a full-blown lesson on the house when you get here, as far as going over everything, all the warranties and all the cool stuff. So not a big deal. All right. Come in here, and this is the receptacle for your washer and dryer. There they are. It's upside down. It does work though. I ran the washer dryer and everything today, but this is upside down, so they got to flip this receptacle so that the cord it's not stressed out like that. It's not good for the cord. All right. Got a gnat flying around me. Nothing crazy in this room. Actually, just only a couple of pieces. Couple of little tapes. Got some chunks. I got some sheetrock mud on the inside of that switch there, I noticed today. And we try to get as detailed as possible. Also, I think we noticed that there's no switch for your ground. The one thing I always check is floor receptacle switches to make sure there is one. So many times, for some weird reason, they forget them. So we're not really sure. We've checked all the banks of switches, and they all seem to do something, which tells us that maybe they don't have a switch for that. Easily fixed. They'll put a switch in for it. But I've seen that multiple times. Chris has seen it multiple times. There's your new fridge, by the way. All right. But he's gone through all the cabinets and everything. That oven, by the way, is an air fryer. That box sitting on the counter is an air fryer attachment. So not real sure how that works in the oven, but that's part of an air fryer attachment. Your oven, and your oven's a convection oven, so right there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. I ran the dishwasher today. No, it's all good. This is all the punch list. This is his preliminary punch list he created a few days ago. This is an external company that comes in and does QA for D.R. Horton. That's some of the stuff they look at, which is quite a pretty extensive list. And this is the list we came up with today. Again, you can't really read it in the video. A lot of it's paint, the electrical stuff, the concrete touch-ups around the house. There's a couple of chunks around the house that need to be touched up. Some other things. Straighten out the doorbell, ringer in the garage, a transformer. It's crooked. I don't like crooked things. But here's your screen porch. Check this out. Look at this, huh? They painted your porch for you. He's going to have them touch it up too. There's some weak spots in the stain. But look at this. Look at this pretty view. Pretty amazing. Like I said, when you put the screen in, it makes the porch look even bigger. It's crazy. It's insane. And then you got these 8-foot slider doors. Let me turn around. 8 foot with it's a 10-foot ceiling. Those are 8-foot slider doors. So, wow, it's gonna be pretty nice when you get out here. Get this place all situated the way you want it. And right now, because the house faces the right direction, in my opinion, the sun's back over here on a hot sunny day. This would be beautiful out here. You'll get your sunrises, but you won't get any blazing heat, okay? And you got a lot of privacy because that house over there, there are a lot of eyes on the other side. So, pretty cool. Plus, it pies away from you a little bit, so not bad at all. Coming into the master, you just see more tape. You can see it around the windows there. Okay. On the baseboards. The baseboards usually end up needing more paint. People do stuff. Cleaners come in with their vacuum cleaners and, you know, get the baseboards, I say. Okay. You can see a little tape there. Nothing crazy. All normal stuff. There's your shower door. I think this was in the last time, your glass for the shower. That's sitting there. Very nice. He's going to have them adjusted too. It doesn't sit square. All right, so it doesn't sit the same. So he's going to have them adjusted in so that it sits out. Right now, kind of when it's relaxed, see it sets in a little bit, the door. He's going to get it so it's, okay, little things like that. It's all a bunch of tape there. Okay. All right, I think we're in pretty good shape. And by the way, here's something else where I'll go out to the kitchen. I did not know this. He said they've been getting them like this. They didn't order them like this, but they've been getting them like this. Your cabinet doors, not your drawers, but the cabinet doors are soft close doors. That's crazy. All right, there's a soft close hinge attachment. What's that? Pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever seen that in a D.R. Horton home, ever. Pretty crazy. Anyway, good for you. Good for you, my friend. All right, this is it. I think we're on the final week, and I think it's gonna be awesome. I'll get this video uploaded, and you'll have a nice little cool thing to look at. So, again, let me turn you around. There you go. Anyway, as you always know, questions or comments, our phones ring 24/7, text, I'll answer it, no big deal. We want you to have all the information you need, so we appreciate helping. We're honored to do so, and we can't wait to get you here. I know you're excited, we're excited. It's gonna be very good. All right, so anyway, have a great night, and we'll chat soon.